First of all, your reaction to what you heard in there. Both Post Office and Paula Vennells lawyers spoke. Your reaction?
Well, to be honest, after the Post Office one, when she was like apologising at the end, it actually made me cry. And it made me cry because I thought, you're sat there saying sorry, and there is no sincerity, and they don't know the damage that they've actually done to people.
Oh, I think they do know the damage that they've done. I think they do, and I think it's okay because it's not them. And I think that the even now, they're very happy in the fact that it's not them, and that they're quite happy to continue punishing the victims.
When the Post Office lawyers said the Post Office is not the organisation today that it was before, I mean, we're only talking 5 years ago, do you believe them when they say that?
It must have changed yesterday, because I think if you speak to current people that are still working for them, there's no change in it whatsoever.
There was a YouGov survey that certainly didn't reveal any changes whatsoever. So when you read through that survey, it's absolutely catastrophic to the current management and senior leadership of Post Office. And they need to just accept it, rather than giving apologies about, where they are currently.
Or where they're going.
And they need to change. They need to. They do. And if they can't change, which I don't believe they can, somebody needs to step in and change it.
We were only chatting outside today about the fact that you're still having to fight for the money you're owed, yet inside they're saying they've changed. How do you equate those two things?
They have unlimited funds from the Treasury. They are relitigating, re-arguing in a court mentality, adversarial, very difficult scenarios where they're relitigating every single point. It's like going to court every single day of your life, trying to make them listen to the truth, the honesty of the victims. And they choose to put you to proof on every single thing. They choose to drag up things from 20 years ago, which they want you then to reprove and reprove and reprove. This lady here has had to prove the damage that is caused her medically on 4 previous occasions. All 4 of those occasions, the medical reports has revealed and agreed with each one. So they're all the same. She's now had to produce a 5th one. And that is not somebody who's listening. That is not somebody who's changed. That is somebody that's re-victimising victims. And they're doing it methodically and aggressively and adversarially. And they're using the taxpayers' pound to do it. And not only are they using the taxpayers' pound, they're abusing the taxpayers' pound.
Paula Vennells' lawyers stood up. If I was to summarise what I heard, and I'm interested in what you heard, I heard a chief executive that didn't know anything. What she was told was fine, and simply she believed was entitled to rely on the team around her, and the team around her was saying, there's no problem here.
She's a CEO. I think her position was more than just sitting back and believing everything that she's being told. I don't believe her for 1 minute, I really don't.
You know?
No.
I mean, for me, she's a Christian, and I think that she is a believer, and I think when you're in a team of people that you trust, sometimes it's quite hard to not believe them. I'm not saying that she should have not had curiosity. She should have had curiosity. I'm sure she's kicking herself every single day going forward.
Yeah, sure.
I'm sure she is. This isn't about one person. These are decisions. She had no power. We're talking about board members and sub-board members and sub-board members that were extricated from her influence in ways that could make autonomous decisions, and they chose to do this to people. They've continued to do it. They've continued to do it. They've continued to do it, and they've continued to get away with it. That's the thing. They're being funded to continue it, and it's time it stopped. But they've still got this belief that the horizon system is robust. Yeah.
To the point now, they're actually purchasing it, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. But sometimes when you control the narrative for so long, which they have, it's definitely very difficult to let go. But I think someone should take that away from them.
Yes.
I get the impression that you slightly divided on Paula Vennells. Your view very much is there's no way she couldn't have known some of this stuff, and your view is I actually think that's plausible.
I just think that in the naivety in the whole thing, I'm sure she's kicking herself. I'm sure she knew more than she's letting on.
Oh yeah, I know, but I think we're all kicking ourselves.
But there was no curiosity, and for that reason alone, it beggars belief But I really do believe that there's more people involved in this.
You don't want it to be-
I would
God,
hate,
oh,
I would
God,
hate it
don't
to be
believe
about her.
No, I don't want it to be about her
And,
anyway.
and above all else, not to be scapegoated.
No, she
We
didn't
know
need to be
how it is to be
scapegoated.
the
Yeah,
only
it is,
one.
yeah.
We know how it is to be blamed completely and utterly for things that were outside your control. And it's important that we see the whole view, the holistic view, everything, every aspect of it. And I think that's just one small
Yeah, but that's
part.
what I did when she gave evidence. When she gave evidence, when we went to, we did an interview for it, and I felt sorry for her, and I felt sorry for her when she came in that first day, because we don't know what it's like to be singled out.
We do.
And to have all that hatred towards her.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want her to be scapegoated.
I really don't.
I was sent to prison in February of 2007. She took the position in January of 2007. So how can I hold her accountable for me going to prison?
You've got, this is a chief executive that really took the reins properly in 2012. This is so long after 2004 for me,
Yeah.
2007. Yeah, so, it's really important that we're aware that the fact is maybe she was complicit in the cover-up, maybe. And I'm sure Sir Win will have his view on that. That's not fundamentally what happened in 2004 or whatever.
One form of accountability is this inquiry and the report. Another form of accountability is the criminal justice system,
Yes.
which you both let down by massively.
Yes.
Do you want to see the people?
Changes.
Yes, but do you also want to see the people who are responsible for this in court facing justice the way you two did?
They should stand trial on their own, just like we had to, and fight their own corner. The difference is they're going to have the evidence in front of them. We had evidence withheld from us, so we was unable to fight a fair fight, and I think that's what it needs to be.
It's important that they're fairly, openly,
Yeah.
in the public domain, dealt with according to the law.
Yes.
We never had that opportunity. We were never given the opportunity to defend ourselves properly. Let's see them being given that opportunity to defend themselves, but let's see them also have to answer those questions that they've chosen not to answer until now. 20 years for you,
Yeah.
15 years,
Still waiting.
and we're still waiting for anybody to be accountable. Anybody. Not one person has lost their liberty.
No.
Not one person has lost their job even
No.
because of this
There's
scandal.
still got people who work for the post office who have been in this system the whole time.
We're dealing with people.
We got
We're dealing with
suspended
people
without
that
pay.
actually were part of this 20 years ago.
Suspended without pay,
Yeah.
pending investigation. There's a big investigation. Not one person's been suspended without pay.